Yo, yo, what's happening? Smoking with Too Tall, sitting next to me. Introduce yourself and drop your socials.
Moreno Dx, president of the YNs. Yes, sir. Moreno Dx everywhere. Everywhere you can find me.
Okay, word. And you said President of the YNs. I noticed that's a EP that you recently dropped, and you also going to drop a project called President of the YNs.
Yes, sir.
Why'd you just try to drop the EP the same thing?
I feel like the first president of the YNs was kind of like unprepared. I was doing it using it as a marketing strategy.
Okay.
And so this one right here is more prepared, and I put in more effort, more. It's definitely gonna be more than what's expected.
Okay, and take me through the process a little bit of like what it was like to make the President of the YNs one that you about to drop type shit.
Um,
Like, was it just a bunch of songs that you put together, or did you go into the studio like these are what I'm gonna make type shit?
it's a mixture of songs that I've made in the past and some recent ones.
Okay, yeah.
And there's some hits that I made in the past, but there's also some recent ones where I really like I touch on topics that like I haven't touched on. You know what I mean? This one is gonna be different. It's gonna be interesting for sure. And yeah,
And what kind of sound should could people be like expecting off it? Is it gonna be like your usual production? Or is it gonna be like some out of left field type shit?
there's definitely a mixture of everything. So hip hop and rap, of course. We got some Afro in there. We got some Afro artists in there. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, I personally was fucking with that track. I was just telling you off camera. It was called what was it called? I got it in my notes and shit. It was the little Congo shit we was just talking about. What was that track called?
Balance.
Balance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me a little bit more about that balance track because I feel like that track is completely different from what you usually do.
So balance. I always wanted to touch on the Afro thing. Um, the whole Afro, I love Afro. It's like part of my roots. But coming from the environment I came from, the rap is what I attained to. You know what I mean? But as I got closer to people from my country, I got closer to Africans, my brother, woo, etc. I just got closer to the culture
Yeah.
and wanted to give them what's it called. I wanted to give them something that they could relate to.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And not feel like it's a deeper yo.
Yeah, like
It's
not
deep.
some fake shit. So,
Yeah.
like, what are you ethnically? So that way, like, people know type shit. Where are you from?
So I'm Congolese,
Okay, okay,
but I was born and raised in America.
okay.
I was born in Manchester, New Hampshire.
And you was recently out there, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes,
It
sir.
was like for a wedding or something.
It was for a wedding. It was initially for a wedding, but I go there often, once every couple years.
What's it like out there? I've never been. I don't know nothing about the place.
Definitely, it's just amazing. I mean, the alga culture, everything about it is different for sure. Yeah, man.
So when you out there, what do you like to eat?
I mean,
Like, what's some good food?
as far as food, poulet mayo or dendo mayo. Poulet mayo is like chicken with mayo, like chicken boiled with mayo.
Mm.
And so you got like you got like spices, you got like seasoning and things like that. Onions, of course, bell peppers. But yeah, poulet mayo, that right there. You could get it on the street. You could get it in fancy restaurants. It's really one of them things that like everybody knows.
Mm.
One of them dishes that everybody knows.
So what are people out like there then? Like, what are the people like?
Um,
Like, how do they think?
they're very hungry. I can tell you that much. They're very hungry. But I'm well in tune with some wealthy people out there, and so with those connections, I can go. I could make music out there as well or out here. But they're more flabbergasted by the things that happen out here.
What you mean by that?
Like just the lifestyle in general. The dollar bill means a lot more to them than we. They think a dollar bill falls from the sky. You know what I mean? And so they don't understand the difference. Honestly, it's really a cultural difference. A lot of like I don't know. The words aren't coming to my mind right now,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm trying to say. It's different. It's definitely different.
So, have you ever shot like music videos out there or anything, or
Nah,
considered doing it?
I've definitely considered doing it, but I haven't yet. I haven't yet. Keyword, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, your most recent music video was "One More Time" that had Cherry or Cherry,
Cherry,
okay, and Killer J on it.
Killer J.
Tell me a little bit about how like that music video went down.
Um, everybody that was there knows who that day it was crazy. That day was crazy. But I mean, yeah, like I've been working with SRE. It's a group called SRE in
Okay,
Manchester. Um, they had a few shows lined up for me and Dream and Sleazy Ocho and like a couple other artists. But me and Dream didn't really have like a song. We didn't have a song, but we've known each other for so long. We never actually had a song, you know.
tight shit.
So I figured, yo, one day I just came up with that one more time thing, and I was like, yo, I played it for her in the car. I just rehearsed it for her in the car, and she said, yo, we gotta hit the studio for that. We hit the studio. It was in December. We recorded that in December. We had like a show the day before I recorded it, and we recorded it, and so we recorded it. I was hoping to perform it at that show, but things didn't go as planned, you know. So
And do you usually go to the same kind of studios, or do you have like a home studio? Like,
um,
what's your recording process look like?
recording process. As far as recording, I could record anywhere, and I could always attain to my. I have a personal engineer. It's his name is Josh, but he works with TWE Music Team,
Okay,
and so that's his thing right there. And so ever since I was like 16, after I stopped working with a few people, I started working with him, and he's always been there. He's always understood my voice. Like I could record anywhere, and like I could just send him the stems, and he'll just know how to make me sound how I sound. And so I really much appreciate him, and he knows that for sure.
you find yourself freestyling, or you write?
Um, it's like the energy that you have while you're writing and while you're recording is kind of different.
Yeah,
So what I usually do is if I hear a beat and I like it and I come up with something, I'm gonna definitely write it down just to not forget it. But by the time I get to the studio, I might have a different idea.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I might use what I wrote, but like when you're making music, I constantly come with different flows, and so you're not gonna
yeah.
some flows get old, and it's just things of that nature, you know.
So you make like a rough outline, and then you play it by ear, because
Yeah,
music's like in the moment type shit.
for sure,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly that.
So, Killer J is someone that you have previously collabed with. You said you didn't collab with Dream Cherry, but you was recently on Switched Up by Killer J. How did that track happen?
So Killer J, back in 2022, I started going to college in Maine.
Okay.
I had graduated high school, and I figured I'd go to college in Maine.
What was your major?
My major was, I don't really want to say it on air,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
but
We don't
those
have
that
to.
know, they know.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? I went over there for college, initially for college, but as an artist, you know, you just end up around other artists.
yeah,
So I had went up to a showcase, and like all the YNs in Maine, they knew Killer J. They didn't know me, but they knew Killer J. And so I'm like, man, I gotta work. We gotta get something in tune. Woo woo. But I wasn't gonna be fanned out either way,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, cause like you know, he knows me, he knows what's up. And eventually my music got to his ears, and he hit me up. He hit me up. He said he had a song, woo woo. Came to the studio that day. We recorded, and that was that. And that was actually a different song. The switched up one, it came about in August. I had got in some trouble in Maine. I had to sit down for a little bit. And my first day out, he hit me up. He like, yo, I got a song for you, which is crazy because like that song, right? It just I don't know, man. That song it's really emotional because like it's really emotional because I had just got out of trouble, and then you already got a song for me
right.
with that topic. So I was on my p's and q's a little bit, but he had the right idea. He had no idea what was going on, but he had the right idea, and for that I really much respect him. No cap. And so that's my boy Killer J. Check him out.
Yeah, and in terms of other features that you've been on this year, you was on a song called ABCD with Big Baby. You was also on some shit called "Come My Way" with P Dot Baby 44.
Yeah.
All Black. No Intro Part 1 was 603 Stepper. Yeah, that was all this year, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Was all that recorded this year, or was this all like random shit? Each one got its own story. Tell me about them.
So Big Baby been sent me Big Baby's he also a cool person too. I met him in Ottawa,
Okay.
Canada. I have family in Ottawa, Canada. I got my uncle up there, Mike the Pride. Shout out to Mike the Pride. Um, Big Baby. I was in Ottawa for a little bit, for like a few days with my family, and like, I was just trying to find moves, yo. I'm like, yo, what we doing out here, yo? Who's from out here? Big Baby, what's up? Cause we got mutual friends from Maine.
Tight shit.
So yo, Big Baby, what's up? That night we never ended up actually making anything. We just got too turned. But when I came back this year, like I hit him up, like yo, this year I'm onto something, and so lock in, like just lock in. Whatever you got to send me an open, I could try to find the open, but we gotta have one in the mix. And so he had sent me that track. I went over and recorded it at the studio, and I sent it back to him. And that was how that came about. P Dot Baby. Thing about P Dot Baby is I'm trying to work with P Dot Baby in I don't know. It's just P Dot is different.
Different how?
P Dot is different. Like he different. Like he definitely has a passion for music. He has a drive that like I never seen like anybody else with. Like I've worked with a lot of artists, but P Dot has a drive that like you just can't say no to him, you know?
So tell me a story then.
Can't say no to him. It's like I don't wanna give too much
Okay,
about
yeah,
P Dot
yeah,
because
yeah.
like I really like I wanna help him. Like
Yeah.
he's somebody that I wanna help, like, you know, like features nowadays, features, right? Like, you know, you gotta look at it like this, right? Music, we invest into all this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? We invest into all this shit, and so P Dot, like I want to invest into him. You know what I'm saying? I wanna give him the benefit of the doubt.
I feel.
That's how I feel about P Dot. You know, certain artists, like I don't know, I don't give the benefit of the thing is right. I done dealt with so much controversy in this city. I don't really like to give the benefit of the doubt because they never gave me the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm talking about? But P Dot has a certain drive that like I feel like I see in myself.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like if I don't help him, maybe in the future I'm gonna have that drive towards somebody that's bigger than me, and like they're not gonna want to help me.
Are you a big believer in karma?
In karma, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm a heavy believer in karma. You know what I'm saying? Help others, others help you. Ooh. He definitely bro, he has a drive. It's his drive for me. Like it's really his drive. Like he's willing to like let's go to the studio, yo. Let's go do it. Let's do it. You know,
Right.
help
He's on
me.
point type shit.
He's on point, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, DX, is that how that sound? You know, he takes the constructive, like everything about like just his drive and how bad he wants it. I resemble that how bad he wants it. You know, I feel like I was in his shoes one time.
Yeah.
You know, like I wanted it so bad, and so I don't know.
It's probably because of how far you came too.
Hell
Because
yeah.
like you wouldn't have that perspective if you was like in his shoes type shit.
If I was in his shoes, it'd be competition.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not in competition with no one.
But that's how you create like brotherhoods and shit.
Hell yeah.
By
Hell
like
yeah.
being humble enough to like not have it be about competition and shit. So tell me a little bit about the no intro with 603 Stepper too, because that was another feature you had this year.
No intro. So the goal, right?
Yeah.
No intro came about. It was supposed to be a feature. What was it? P Dot wanted a feature.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. P Dot wanted a feature. He wanted to make a song, not just a feature with me, but he just wanted to make a song. I won't air him out like that. He wanted to make a song that day, and so he came. He pulled up on me. in a white SUV. You know, my boy, shout out to my boy, yo. Came over, he pulled up on me. He was with his boys too, and Stepper happened to be one of them. 603 Stepper. He happened to be one of them, and so it was initially P Dot's song, and Stepper hopped on. He gave like a couple bars, and then I was to complete the song. I don't know if you looked at. I don't know if you noticed in President of the YNs, the first one. I have this one song. It's called Lemon Pepper.
Yeah, I peeped that.
Yeah, it's me and P Dot.
That's off the one that just dropped. That already came out type
Yeah,
shit.
that already came out.
Yeah.
That was the initial feature that I wanted with P Dot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like when P Dot wanted the song with me, that was the song that I want.
Right.
You know? But I guess like YNs, YNs, we get in the studio, we get comfortable, we start sitting down, one goes in, the other one goes in, but nah, it was still fun though. I was able to say some things in there that I don't regret either. So
Yeah.
for sure.
So I was looking at your music videos and shit. What's your favorite music video that you've made?
As of right now, my
Yeah.
favorite music video is One More Time, yo. That
Why is that?
One More Time. Everybody knows One More Time right now. Like that, I had to pull strings. People don't understand, bro. One More Time. I don't regret anything about it. One thing, One More Time, bro. I don't regret nothing about it.
What happened? Because I'm not hip to it.
It was just like pulling the strings. Like you see how you said that Afro one, right? It was great too. It was something different.
Yeah.
I feel like One More Time is something like I've been trying to do for a minute. I feel like One More Time is something I've been trying to do since I even began rapping, and like now that I've got to do it, I feel like I'm there. I'm not fully there yet, but like I feel, that breath of fresh air. Like damn, I did that, and so definitely shout out to Dream Cherry and Killer J for real, and edited by Cam too, the cameraman. So.
Okay, and on Instagram, I couldn't find nothing on like YouTube about it, this shit. But you did a mic drop for Balance on top of doing a music video for Balance. Tell me about how the mic drop happened. Did that happen before the video or after?
So, the mic drop thing is just it's just something to stay relevant. To keep the content going on. I did it with Garcia.
Okay.
Garcia Films. He's also cool too. He's from Mass. Cool cameraman. He be around the Celtics and all that. Shout out to Garcia. We was actually on the phone today. Yeah, we shot a video back in the day in like 2020, 2019, but like I've developed a new sound and everything, and so I just wanted to give him something new. Yeah.
I noticed like you seem to have like a schedule of almost dropping like 2 tracks very close like to each other. Like you'll do it like 1 week towards the end of the month, and then the very next week you'll drop type shit. Like you did that shit with the Backdoor music video and the Balance track, and you did it with some other shit. I don't have it in my notes, but is that something that you're conscious of, or is that something that just kind of happens?
It just kind of happens. It really just kind of happens. Cause like I said, like this music thing it's an investment.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you invest into one thing, and then now that like people see that investment, they want to be a part of the investment too. And like the industry's kind of like it's funny because like it's not really a lot of ownership.
Yeah.
People that own the things are the like the cameramen and the producers.
Right. Like you shoot a music video, it don't even belong to you. It belong to whoever shot the shit.
It belonged to who shot the shit.
Yeah.
The song in itself, it belonged to the producer, and then like it's just a lot of there's no ownership a lot in a lot of this shit.
Okay, so tell me about you got some shit coming up with Sheff G April 18th in Rhode Island. How'd that happen?
I'm in tune with DJ Jukes and Vaz Jan.
Okay.
They're based in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah. And is DJ Foreign popping out for that too?
DJ Foreign, yes.
Okay.
DJ Foreign, yeah.
Have you ever done anything with DJ Foreign in the past or nah?
DJ Foreign, I know his son. I know his son, so we kind of like grew up in the same environment.
Oh yeah, EK.
EK, yeah, I know
Yeah.
EK, and just a few shows in the city. You know
Yeah.
the Jewel nightclub, things like that. I've seen him around. Yeah,
Tight shit. So what about the Chucky show? Because that's coming up the
Chucky.
week after, right?
Yeah, Chucky,
Yeah.
Chucky. Yeah, man. I don't know if they know, but like back in 2019, I was rocking with a lot of Dominicans.
Okay.
And I still fuck with a lot of Dominican. Till this day, I still fuck with Dominican. My best friend is Dominican, and so um, being bilingual and things of that nature, I try to like expand my horizons. You know, like I could do the Sheff G show, but I could also do a whole Hispanic show.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me different. You know what I mean? And so the Chucky shit that did, I seen my boy. I seen my boy posted on his story. I figured let me just take the opportunity to hit him up.
Yeah,
And yeah, the price is right, and the price is pretty decent. So I figured, yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying, getting my name out there.
yeah. Yeah.
That's the goal.
So you said, being bilingual and shit. Who are some of the inspiration? Who'd you like grow up listening to and shit? Because I noticed on one of your old channels that doesn't link to like to your music and shit. You had like a Michael Jackson tribute playlist and shit. Like,
Yeah,
do you fuck with Michael Jackson?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
So who are some of your inspirations then?
definitely Michael Jackson. For people that know me, 50 Cent. That's my guy.
Okay.
Like I was G Unit
Yeah.
before. I was G Unit when I was born, yo. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I like 50 Cent. Who else? I fuck with ESTG heavy.
Yeah. That's all we listen to.
Like, yo, that's my shit. I fuck with ESTG, Little Dirk, Free Dirk, of course.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Um, Tell me about your recent New York trip. Was you out there on business or like pleasure shit?
These last few trips to New York, few trips to New York weren't really business. They
Yeah.
were more just pleasure. But the next few trips, these next few upcoming like trips, they're gonna be serious
That's sure.
for sure.
So, what's your favorite place that you've ever traveled to? Because you've already said just in this interview they'd be in Canada or New York, fucking Congo, Africa.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place?
Honestly, I like Dubai, man.
Dubai.
Dubai is great, yo.
Tell me
Fuck with
about Dubai.
Dubai is just, I don't know. It's just, I've been there before, and honestly, it's pretty cool. Like, of course, you don't really get to smoke weed like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like illegal over there, but definitely the weather, the vibes. You just feel wealthy over there, you know.
Yeah.
The wealth is great. I like Dubai, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, tell me about. There was a 2024 single that you had was Swagged On. That was one of the other features that stuck out to me.
Yeah,
It was called Top Ranking.
yeah.
Tell me about that track.
Um, swag, swagger done. You know, swagger. You know, I know swagger because like he plays soccer with my uncles.
Oh, okay.
He plays soccer with my uncles, my brothers, my big brothers. And so, um, I don't know. I think we chopped it up about music this one time, and so I figured like that song was actually it was made in like 2018 or 2019 or something.
Okay.
You know, and I've been holding back music for so long that like I figured, yo, it's time to just drop, yo, everything, yo. Like keep no music in the vault.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's trash, of course. But
Right.
it's time to just drop, like let it be heard, yo. Cause
So is the president of YN's one that's about to drop? Is that mixed with old and new music? Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Um, yeah, like 70% of it is new music,
Okay.
and then the other 30% is music that I just haven't put nowhere.
Are the features new then? Because you had on the track that I saw, you had P Dot Baby on there. You had B1, 33, Ali Dex, and Swaggadon. Are those new features or like old features that you've been holding on to?
Shit, depends how old it is.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause most of them songs were recorded last year,
Okay.
but the P Dot ones were recorded recently. The P Dot ones were recorded recently. The Ali Dex and the B1 one that was last year.
Yeah.
but they're not that old, you know. They sound pretty good too.
Yeah.
So
So speaking of Ali Dex, like
it's good.
someone was hipping me to a moment from a couple of years back when Ali Dex and you was in a fight outside of Cairo's studio and shit,
Yeah,
and then he put it like in a music video, and
yeah.
y'all was fight. What was y'all fighting over? Like, what happened? Walk me through that day, take shit.
Um.
Cause I'm not hip to the scene like that.
So I don't know that day. Man, that day, like it wasn't no serious fight. That's the
Okay.
thing. It wasn't no like, yo, you did it, ooh, nah, ooh. It was just like, niggas was just wrestling, like,
Ah, okay,
in
yeah,
Cairo spot. Back in the days, Cairo spot was like a chill spot. People just go there, and put their feet up and sit down and just lay down. Some people bring their video games there.
yeah.
Some niggas just argue there. So you know what I'm saying? So
There's always some shit.
yeah, it was just that one day. It was really just it was like it wasn't serious. It wasn't no serious fight.
Ah, okay, okay.
That's how much I could tell you.
Cause someone was telling me they was making it seem like it was some serious shit. I was like, damn, what the fuck, yo? And then I was like, yo, you got him on projects and shit, like. So that make a lot more sense to me then.
Like, nah, we'll never beef with somebody and then like they see us together on the internet.
Yeah, I
Nah.
was saying that's weird, yo.
Nah.
Like, but nah. So 2024, you dropped Belt to Ass EP. That's the only other like EP that I really saw other than the President YN's thing.
Yeah.
You had 6 songs under there. You had The Island and also Ali Dex.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what it was like when you dropped that and the
Um.
reception of it.
So belt to ass season. Around my birthday, woo woo, woo. I was in Portland, Maine, and then I was in Portland, Maine. I mean, I was in school, honestly, right? I was in school.
Okay.
I was in school, just chilling. I was with my girl, just chilling in the dorms, whatever. And then I don't know, somebody had happened to get their their weed taken from them.
Yeah, some party shit.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Somebody got but it wasn't a little amount. I think it was like a pound or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah.
Ooh, they got their shit took from them, and I don't know. I guess they thought I was a part of it, but I continuously like stood my ground. I was not a part of it. I was with my girl and she was able to she was my alibi. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
was not a
yeah,
part of that. Like if I was a part of it, I'd take it. I would admit it, but I was not a part of it. You know what I mean? So
right.
the person continued to antagonize me. You know, like mentioning my name on Snapchat. Ooh, yo, DX, we're gonna give you belt to ass. We're gonna give ooh.
Yeah,
Still never got touched, but
yeah.
now he just kept doing that. So I figured, all right, you saying that belt to ass thing, but nobody's paying attention to you. So I'm gonna drop a song called Belt to Ass.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop an album. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't diss him in the album. Of course, them songs are old,
Right.
and so
That's just the name.
it's just a
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
And I guess it was antagonizing to him, but it wasn't. It was just one of those things, you know.
Yeah. So I noticed a couple of your older like music videos. You had Get It, Slide, and MLK.
Yeah.
Those were on like separate DX channels. Like, why
Yeah.
did you have 2 separate ones?
Um, I just lost that account, yo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I lost that account. You know, if I could get that account back, I'd delete those videos. But
Oh, you didn't fuck with them?
at the time I did. At the
Right.
time I did, but my sound has developed, of course, and so I don't look back at those no more.
Okay. And so, what should like your fans and shit have like to look forward to upcoming in the year, other than the President YN? Got anything
Um,
else in the vault plan?
Definitely President of the YNs Part 2.
Okay.
Some more music videos, some great music videos. Yeah, man, presidency, of course. I approve this message. You know what I mean? Yeah, just a lot, man. Traveling, more music videos, like I said. A lot of more new features. Shows, of course, a lot more shows. Yeah,
Yeah, and at the beginning of the year, you dropped a single called "Mr. Make It Happen."
Mr. Make It Happen.
Was that supposed to be on President of the YNs, or is that just something you was like, oh, it's a Lucy type shit?
Um, it's just I just threw it in there,
Okay, yeah,
just see if it'll get more attention than it already has.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I really have for formal music questions. Tell me a little bit more like about like lifestyle and shit.
Lifestyle.
Like, what's your day to day life looking like?
My day to day life. Shit, as of right now, man. I be in Concord. You know what I'm saying? I be at the Concord Gardens. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Eastern Ave though. I mean, people that know me, they know Eastern Ave, you know what I mean? But I be in Concord nowadays, you know, just be chilling, laying low over there, you know, cooling.
Okay, yeah.
So
In your day to day life, like personality wise, like how will people like describe you type shit?
people close to me would describe me as courageous, of course, determined, you know, like intellectual, you know, creative. Yeah.
How long have you been doing music for and shit?
I've been doing music since like 2018, 2019.
Okay, so aha minute type shit.
Yeah.
So what's some shit you hate about it and some shit that you love about it?
Some shit I hate about it. Some shit I hate about it is that like I didn't. Now I understand it more now.
Yeah.
I just don't. I still don't like it. I just hate how like motherfuckers be trying to make money off you.
Mm.
Like everybody's trying to make money off you. Like you the artist, so you expect everything to be handed to you. But it's like everybody trying to make money off you. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yo, you tell the DJ play my song, but he want to cut.
Right, you want like $50.
He want $50. You know what I mean? You trying to go record, but this 100 per hour, yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like just I hate that shit, but like I understand it now. You know what I mean?
Right.
At first I didn't get it. I'm like, yo, bro, I got talent. If you help me, we'll all make it out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I get it though. You ain't trying to waste nobody's time. So definitely that's one thing I hate for sure. What I love to be able to express myself with rhythm. So like you could hear me vent, but you're not thinking about me venting.
Right.
You just thinking about how good that shit sounds on the beat.
Yeah.
And I love that shit because it's like you fuck with the song, but then you listen to it again and realize what the fuck I'm saying. It's like you heard two songs.
Yeah.
But it's really one. I love that shit. I love that effect.
So
Yeah.
when people look at like you as a brand and shit, what do you want people to like think of? I guess how do you want to be viewed?
I want to be viewed as, you know, Moreno Dx, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like exactly what it looks, exactly how it sounds, you know? And I don't know how to explain it. To be real with you, it's just
Yeah.
I'm cool. I ain't got no issues with nobody. You know what I'm saying? You support me, I support you. Fuck with me, I fuck with you. You don't fuck with me, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna win over here, but you gonna be on the other side looking at us and shit. Don't got no threat, no harm, no nothing against you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even against nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody trying to get in my way is gonna get dealt with. You feel me? Maybe not by me, but definitely gonna get dealt with.
Yeah. And so where do you want to be like in your career in like the long term? Like where do you see yourself as? Do you see yourself as always being like an artist or do you want to be like more on some Jay-Z shit like oh I got a label over here type shit? Where do you see yourself in your career?
Definitely not no Jay-Z, but you
Okay.
know what I mean? But yeah, I want to have hands on with everything, movies, not just music,
Okay, yeah.
commercials, brands, food, you know, groceries, like, shoes, everything, like, like hands on with everything, all types of different businesses that we can market. I study marketing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I like that shit.
What are some of your other passions, son?
Um, I do speeches.
Speeches.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I give speeches.
Like what you mean by that though?
I've given speeches, like,
Like
to the
what kind of
people.
speeches?
Um, bro, yo, look, I done did speeches.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
You can look it up. Actually, it's actually on Google.
Okay.
But you'd have to look up my real government name. But I've done things for the community. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah, cause a lot of see where I'm from, people don't. They think like when you trying to be a rapper, you just like you just trying to be a gangster rapper, like just trying to be a gangster rapper. But I'm not trying to be no gangster. I'm not trying to prove no gangster. None of that. I go to school, man. You know what I'm saying? I study. I'm in college. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Right.
I'm trying to get my GPA up. I'm trying to get a degree. You feel me? So this rap thing is cooler now because you get to vent. you get to vent, you get to express yourself on a beat, but what comes after that?
Right.
And so if I don't have no education, or if I don't have a plan B, can't use this as I can't just have this as plan A. You feel me? So I like to be hands on, creative, into a lot of shit.
So if you be like helping the community and shit, like for someone who like maybe doesn't like do as much for the community and shit, like what would you recommend they should start doing?
Um, it's a good question. You know, that's a good question. That's a great question, and it all depends on like what they. I guess it all depends on their environment and what they got going on.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know a lot of shit in this world is opinion based,
Yeah, yeah.
good or bad, right or wrong, left or right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit is opinion based. So you look at your situation and you think about how you could fix your situation, or the people around you, how you could fix their situation. And I think you could grasp from there.
Yeah.
I can't speak for no one.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I could say.
Oh yeah, that's a dope answer. Did you want to like shout out anything else that you got? Like you got anything upcoming that you wanted to
Um,
shout out? Or anything else?
not much really. I just want to give a thank you to Too Tall the Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? The whole, you know.
Yeah, smoking with Too Tall.
Yeah, Studio NH, Smoking with Too Tall. I want to give y'all a big shout out and a big thank you. You know what I'm saying? Cause opportunity, you know.
Yeah,
So
and I appreciate you, bro. So drop your socials one more time for the camera.
for sure, Snapchat Moreno Dx 6 right there. Oh, what's it called? Instagram, Moreno underscore DXT6. So it's the same thing, you know, we all over the place. No Facebook, you know, that's only strictly for family. Only fans, you know. Yeah, you know, I like to create content, you know what I'm saying? So hit me, let's do it, man. President of the YNs, let's get it.
Yeah, yeah. It's been smoking with Too Tall. I appreciate you for popping out. Yes, sir. We out.